All right, next step, putting on the outserts. This is where you can customize this arrow especially for you. If you like a little more weight, you can do that. The nice thing about these, your FOC is really going to help that 4mm shaft. They come with 55 grain outserts. I chose the 75 grain. This gives me a little bit more weight, and you can also get 95 grain. It's really up to you. The nice thing about that extra weight, if you're looking at this arrow, my arrow is a little over 29 inches, so it's not quite 300 grains, which most people would consider light. But if you add in these AAE fletchings, the knock, 100 grain sever broadhead that I use, and that 75 grain outsert, we're well over 400, which is plenty for deer hunting. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. It's about your style of hunting. If you want to shoot a little bit longer range, a thinner, lighter shaft is going to help your speed and improve your accuracy. If you're going to shoot shorter ranges, a lot of guys like that 500 grain setup. I've shot that many times, but there is nothing wrong with this because it's all about your accuracy. So the first thing you're going to do, I have to put my glasses on for this. We get the arrows cut to where we want them, and Easton gives us this little stone. It's a honing stone, and what I can do with that is there might be a little bit of imperfections from that cut, and I just put that little bump from that stone on my arrow, and I can make that nice and flat. Another thing that I do, this isn't 100% necessary, but I've been doing it for 40 years on my archery. If you have some isopropyl, just something, some kind of cleaner, you get yourself some Q-tips. And what I do is I prep these shafts, the insides of the shafts, to try to get out any of that carbon dust that might have got in there. With today's glues, they're really, they're really efficient, so it's not 100% necessary. But I like to do it. I like to think that that helps that glue hold those inserts in. But it's an extra step that you can do to make the arrows perfect for you. Again, there's a lot of great glues on the market. Just get one that's specific for outserts and inserts. I've got this blue glue. I've used it a lot. It works really good. These outserts fit really snug, and you don't need a lot. A little dab will do you. So what I do is I just get myself a little piece of plastic, lay that down, and the reason I do this is for consistency on the outsert. I'm going to take that glue, apply a little bit to this plastic, and I'm just going to take a nail, a clean nail, which I've already cleaned off. Take a clean nail, get some of that on the nail or toothpick or whatever you got, and then just spread that lightly on that outsert. I've got a little tool here that I'm going to show you, but I get that into my arrow, get it started. This little tool I got with some arrows a while ago. You can pick these up at your archery shop for basically nothing. You put that in there and just a nice snug snap in there. You've got that in there. Again, you're not getting any glue in that insert because it's closed on the back. So what I do is I have that snug, and then I take my arrows and I set them upright because that glue will come down and it'll dry. If you see it right here, I've got a little dab coming out. Just get yourself, have a clean towel with you, paper towel, whatever, just dab that off. That's gonna dry nice and solid, and that's gonna be a perfect arrow. I'll tell you what, that's satisfying. Dried arrows, ready to shoot. To me, that's no different than growing my own tomatoes, grabbing my own eggs from my chicken coop, or growing my own peppers. Make your own arrows, and it's going to feel a lot better, and you're going to be a lot more accurate.